Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend, and you came right as she touched your leg? It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at super speed so it seemed like you nutted at just a woman's touch! This was the only yellow thing I had. I'm sorry. Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is The Raptor, and welcome back to another one of my Death Battle prediction videos. So, next time on Death Battle, after Batman vs. Iron Man, we've got something pretty insane. We've got Goku Black from the Dragon Ball franchise versus Reverse Flash from DC Comics. And I am personally really excited for this episode. Some people really like this fight idea, and some people really don't. Personally, I like it a lot. I think these characters have really cool connections, and I just think the characters in general are really fun to work with. You know, both Goku Black and Reverse Flash are probably two of my favorite villains just in general right now, so it's really cool that I get to see them fight. And based on Death Battle's track record and what we've seen them do in Season 8, I have really high expectations for this episode, or I have high hopes for it. I think they can make a real spectacle out of it. I'm just really excited for it. Now, before I actually start predicting this fight, I want to say that I've actually already done this fight before on my own personal Versus series called Who'd Win and Why. In fact, it's actually the most recent episode of that series, so that's pretty cool. I didn't know back then that this fight was gonna be a death battle, of course, but that video is still the most in-depth analysis of this debate that you will find from me on the internet, including this video right now. So if you want to go and hear my full thoughts on the debate, click the link in the description below. It will take you right to that video. This video, again, this prediction will not be as in-depth, so if you want to get all that information, pretty much all the information that I have on the characters, or at least my best in-depth analysis of this fight, click the link in the description below. It'll take you to that video. For this video, of course, I'm still going to analyze the fight and give my reasoning for who I think would win, but it's going to be a much more simple explanation than in the other video, just because for a death battle prediction video, I don't think super overcomplicated reasoning is super necessary for this kind of fight. I'm just going to say it right now in case you want to know who I think would win this fight. Personally, I think that Reverse Flash would win this fight. I know some people might find that kind of controversial, some people might be upset with that, and I totally understand that, but please just let me present my reasoning for why I think Reverse Flash would win. Based on my understanding of these characters and of this fight, there are two main things that are holding Goku Black back from winning, in my opinion. The first thing is that the chances of Goku Black actually hitting Reverse Flash are next to none. Yes, this is mainly because of speed. The highest that Death Battle has ever clocked Dragon Ball characters' speeds in at was like the hundreds of quadrillions times light speed range, whereas for Reverse Flash, he should easily scale to some of the incalculable speed feats that the Flashes have, and that Death Battle has talked about before. Not to mention the OP as hell kinetic energy stealing, because who doesn't love that? But the other main reason why Goku Black really has no way of hitting Reverse Flash is because of Reverse Flash's ability to constantly phase his molecules and essentially achieve intangibility for nearly as long as he wants. So Goku Black is fighting a character that has a massive speed advantage over him and has a ridiculous level of defense. Those two things by themselves, just combined, means that Goku Black has no real way to make sure that any of his hits land. From his perspective, he's fighting something that he can't hit or even touch, so what is he going to be able to do? And I really don't want to sell Goku Black short in terms of his arsenal. He's got some really impressive abilities. In terms of his key attacks, he's got the Black Power Ball, the Black Kamehameha, the God Split Cut, the Violent Fierce God Slicer, and a ton of other key attacks. He's also got the Work of the Gods that he can create with the Sickle of Sorrow. It lets him duplicate himself. He can fly, instantaneously teleport, create energy shields. He can use telekinesis. He can turn to the Super Saiyan Rose form, which lets him fight on par with forms as strong as Super Saiyan Blue. So that's all really impressive and really powerful. Unfortunately, though, none of his abilities are able to reliably counter something like a massive speed advantage or constantly phasing your molecules to make you intangible. They're powerful, but they're not really built for making up for those kinds of disadvantages. It doesn't matter how many key attacks or how many special attacks Goku Black has, Goku Black is still going to be a complete statue from Reverse Flash's perspective, and Goku Black is not going to be able to hit something that is essentially physically invulnerable. Sure, you can make the argument that Goku Black is so fast, he should be able to phase through physical attacks as well, but still, Reverse Flash is immensely faster anyway, so who do you think is going to be able to take advantage of that more often? But unlike Goku Black, Reverse Flash has many abilities that are a lot hacksier in pretty much every regard, and this is the second main thing that's holding Goku Black back from winning. Reverse Flash with a negative speed force can use the Infinite Mass Punch, which can reach masses far beyond that of a White Dwarf star, like massively far beyond that of a White Dwarf star if pushed to the limit. He can also use his phasing for not just intangibility, but also for invisibility, for body possession, and also to just phase through an opponent, which can scramble their organs or just blow them up. He can also use negative speed force frequencies to hypnotize people if all of that before wasn't enough, and he can absorb memories. And that's not counting all of the other more standard abilities like, you know, throwing lightning, pulling people into the negative speed force, self-healing, and so much more. The only major ability that Reverse Flash has that Goku Black could resist, in my opinion, is Reverse Flash's time traveling. Reverse Flash is known for pulling people out of the time stream from an earlier point in history, which essentially erases them from existence in the present. However, thanks to Goku Black's time ring, that really shouldn't be a problem for him since it anchors his point in time. In fact, we saw Beerus use Hakai, which erases you from existence, on an earlier version, a past version of Goku Black, essentially Zamasu, and the present Goku Black didn't get erased from the timeline. So, you know, that's some pretty impressive resistance right there. And Goku Black is able to travel through time with the time ring, so that kind of puts him on even playing field with Reverse Flash in that regard. However, Goku Black is not going to be able to do any of those time traveling shenanigans on Reverse Flash either, because Reverse Flash is now what's known as a living paradox. And if any of you don't know what that means, that essentially means that Reverse Flash cannot be erased from the timeline permanently, whether he is killed in the past, present, or the future. So even Goku Black's best resistance to any of Reverse Flash's abilities is just trumped by a better version of that resistance. So really nothing changes in the fight anyway. Now before I start wrapping things up, I feel like I need to address the major elephant in the room here. That being Death Battle's use of multipliers for Dragon Ball characters. Now this is kind of a touchy subject for some people. Some people really don't like the use of the multipliers, they really don't agree with it, and some people are fine with the use of the multipliers, but regardless of your personal opinions on it, they're still probably going to be implemented whether we like it or not, you know? So it's just kind of something we have to accept, something we have to roll with. And yeah, if you were to give the multipliers to Goku Black and just cap Reverse Flash at like the White Dwarf star level with the Infinite Mass Punch for whatever reason, then yeah, Goku Black would have a notable advantage in terms of AP and durability. But I want to say a few things about this before I head off. First of all, even if Death Battle does exactly what I just said, and they put Reverse Flash at that low level and Goku Black at that high level, it doesn't matter. Because again, Reverse Flash's abilities, hacks, and speed are just too strong for that amount of extra power and durability to matter. It doesn't matter if Goku Black can hit his opponent with a lot more force with the multipliers if he can't even hit Reverse Flash at all. It's like multiplying strength by 0 because he's not going to be able to hit him. It doesn't matter what you increase that value by. And with the durability as well, it doesn't matter if he gains a lot of extra durability through the multipliers because Reverse Flash still has like 100 different ways to negate durability. He can just phase his hand through an opponent's body and scramble their organs. No amount of extra durability is going to be able to stop that. But even if Reverse Flash's crazy abilities weren't enough to just win him the fight on its own, Reverse Flash should realistically scale much higher than any level you could plausibly put Goku Black at. While a universe in Dragon Ball could be about 9 times the size of our own universe, the DC universe should be at least, at bare minimum, 2,000 times the size. And that's just one universe. That's not factoring in the multiverse or beyond that. And again, even a single universe should be much bigger than that for DC, just based on estimations. And by scaling to Wally West, Reverse Flash should be capable of harming characters as strong as the Anti-Monitor, which is far beyond multiversal in its power, putting Reverse Flash even higher up the ladder. And we know that Death Battle knows about this feat since it was listed in the feat section for Wally in Wally West vs. Archie Sonic. So again, no matter how you slice it, no matter how you analyze these characters or their universes, the DC universe is just built much bigger and much stronger than the Dragon Ball universe in terms of power. And while it is hard to say exactly where Death Battle is going to place these characters in terms of AP and durability, I don't see it making that much of a difference considering everything else that Reverse Flash has on his side. So guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, comment your comments down below, subscribe if you could too, that would be amazing. I am super excited for this fight and I hope you guys are excited for it too. If you think that Goku Black is going to win this fight, that's perfectly fine. I just personally think that Reverse Flash is going to win this fight based on all of the abilities he has to make sure that he does not get hit at any point during the fight and all of his crazy hacks and abilities. I just think he's going to win this one, but that's just my opinion. Let me know your opinions down in the comments below. And yeah, that's it for me. I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.